style it. Yeah, what's it?
5 learners, 3 boys and 2 girls are to be seated in a row for a photograph. How many ways can these learners be arranged? This one is easy. It's not for me.
It's not for you, this one.
It's not
Okay,
for
how
me.
many learners do you have all in all? We have
5.
5, ne? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ne?
Mm.
And then today it had to be arranged in any particular way, ne? So we have 5 multiplied by 4, ne?
Yes.
Multiplied by 3, multiplied by 2,
by
multiplied by 1, which is 5 factorial. What is 5 factorial then? So you can take number, please.
It's 120.
They can be seated in 120 different ways. Ne? So they can be seated in 120 different ways.
Okay, number 2, number B says, in how many ways can they sit in a row if the boys and girls are each to sit together? Now this one is kind of hot. So here we're going to do the pairing thingy thing.
4, 5. Okay, sure.
So we're going to draw 3 boxes.
Yeah.
One big which occupies 3 spaces and one small which occupies 2 spaces.
Start with the bigger block.
Or the bigger block. And then inside the bigger block are having
this one.
Yes, 3.
And
then the smaller one, 3 factorial, and then the smaller one, which is 2 factorial.
This is for boys, and
yes, which is another 2 factorial then. Another 2 factorial.
Then you can also arrange the things that are inside the red box, these 2.
2 factorial
2
ways.
factorial ways, yeah.
So 3.
It's 3 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. Basically, we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 6. It's 12. Huh? 4 multiplied by 6. It's 24.
Yes, 24.
Yes. Sure. And then we are moving on to the next one. They say, in how many ways can they be seated in a row if just the girls are to be seated together? So the boys, they can be moved, but the girls are to be seated together.
Anyone has an appetite, or should they take it also? Should I take it? Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, Ace. So we're going to have a block containing the girls.
First, we have a bigger block.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Then we're going to have two, yes.
A block for the girls.
Yes,
2 factorial. Yeah.
And then we're having
the things inside the bigger block.
Yes,
yeah.
This is 1,
1, 2,
3,
3.
4. So we're going to have 2 times 5 factorial.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, it's 4 factorial. 4 factorial. Sorry. 4 factorial, yes.
So what do you get?
Yeah.
2 times 4 factorial. I know for it's 3, it's 12.
48.
48 ways. Okay. So far, so good. And you can see the questions currently are starting to get
complexer.
Yeah, they're starting to get hotter and hotter. In how many different ways can they be seated in a row if boy and a girl are to alternate?
Okay, now this one is
1,
mathematics.
2,
It's called
3,
alternate.
4, 5, yeah.
If they are to alternate, they must mix. So you must have a boy, girl, boy, girl. Yes. So give me the So the only way this thing can happen, then we must have a boy, we must have a girl.
Let's explain that one. Why do we start with the boy? I agree we have 3 boys.
Yes.
And then we have what? 2
girls. So if we start with 2 girls, there's going to be a point somewhere, somehow, boys are going to be 2. So we must start with girls to make the thing to accommodate the part of alternating. So we're going to have 3 boy, which is going to be 3 times 3 factorial. 3 factorial times 2 factorial times.
No, we're done.
We are done.
Yeah, I agree. It's 3 times. If we put the boys, we're going to put a boy here. We're going to put a boy here. We're also going to put a boy here.
Yes.
So it's 3, it's 2, it's 1. 3 factorial. For girls, it's 2 and 1.
Okay.
But the important part is the alternating, which the ones which are more,
okay,
we always start with them.
Also, this thing, if the manager is 3 again for the first block, then times
2.
1.
1 y.
Times 2, yeah, times 2 again.
Times 1.
Then times 2 again. Times 1. Times 1. It's giving me 12.
Yes, it's supposed to give you, it's 3 factorial
Oh, yeah,
multiplied by 2
it's
factorial.
12. It's 12. It's 12.
Does it make sense, this one, guys? Hello?
Mister, can you repeat it?
Can we repeat this one? So agree, they say, in how many ways can they be seated in a row if the boys and girls are to be seated in alternating? In alternating, it means which we are changing each other. When it says we need to have a boy and a boy and a girl. And then why do we say we need to have a boy and a girl, not a girl? Well, why are we not starting with a girl? Let's do it practical so that you'll see what we're talking about. Agree, we have 3 boys. We have 2 girls. No? So if I start with a girl, let's say I start with a girl, it's G, and it should be followed by what? By a boy. No? And then after that, it should be followed by a girl again. Yeah? And then it should be followed by what? By a boy. But I no longer have any girls anymore. So the next person who's supposed to sit here, it's a what? It's a boy. So they are no longer alternating anymore. This part is a problem. So the ones which are more, we're going to start with them. Now let's check if we start with a boy. So we're going to put a boy here. Boy number 1. All in all, we have 3. Then we put a girl. And then we put another boy. Now we have used 2 boys. And then we put another girl here, and then we put another boy. So how many boys do you have? It's 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? And then we have, how many girls? We have 1, 2. Now, for this space, we're going to do it this way then. For boys, how many boys do I have? All in all, I have 3 boys. No? So on the first space, I can put all 3 of them. Anyone can occupy the first position. So it's going to be 3. But I'm going to use 1. If I use 1, when I go to number 3, task number 3, I'm left with 2 boys. And then I use 1. When I go to the last space, I have 1. So 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 is what we call 3 factorial.
Yeah.
And then with girls, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Girls, all in all, I start with 2 girls. So all 2 of them can occupy this position. If I use 1 girl here, I'm going to be left with 1 here. Then it's going to be 2 multiplied by 1, which is 2 factorial. And then all in all, we get, you said we get what?
Get 12.
We get 12. Does it make sense now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it does.
Sure. Yeah, we should just be careful with this question of alternating. Alternating, you start with the ones which are more. Usually it's the boys. I don't know why, Mara. We shouldn't assume which is always going to be boys. It can be. It can be. This one is E. Number E. And then this one is number F. Okay. How many ways can they be arranged if 2 girls refuse?
Sit together.
Yes, it's Amun how they don't want to sit together. And then it had to be girls, not sitting together. So instead of doing the not, let's do the girls sitting together. And then we already know in how many ways can the girls be seated together. We did it at the top here. And we said how many ways can the girls be seated together? And in how many ways can they sit together if the girls wants to sit together? So we know which the girls 48 times they're going to be seated together. So how many ways can they not be seated together? We say instead of trying to do the not, it will be best for us to try this. We have all in all, we have 5 factorial minus 48. How did you get the 48? I get the 48 is when they are seated together. Now what did we say? Let's put it as a factorial. As a factorial, it was 2 factorial multiplied by 4 factorial. And then this one is our sample space. And this is the number of ways in which they can be seated together. Yeah. How many different can they be arranged?
72.
It's what? It's 72, are you sure? Because this one was 120. Okay. So there are 72 ways in which the 2 girls cannot sit together. Number F.
Mistake. From whatever you said, the very same thing you're dealing with that wrong.
Which one?
How many ways can?
Yeah, you use the 48.
I will with him da. Very connect da. Sorry, that one. This part, I bet this part, this one that we just did, the girls are not sitting together.
The girls, how many ways can the girls be seated? If just the girls, this one are sitting together.
Can I get pass number D?
Number D, they're
Number
sitting in
D.
an alternating order here.
Yes.
They're not sitting together.
Yes, the girls are not sitting together. They're separating.
Yeah, but whether you are giving me one way, the girls not seated together, it's like it can be, it could have been something like which there's
a girl, boy, girl.
yeah, which that one it's slightly different. This one is an
I get it,
alternative.
I get it.
This one is just one of the ways when the girls are not seated together, but all in all, there are 72 ways in which the girls won't be seated together. Okay, this last one. If the learners are arranged randomly, what is the probability that the two girls will not sit together? This one is straightforward. I think we already know in how many ways can they not be seated together. And then the last one is just adding the icing to say probability or which there are two girls that are not seated together. Then we're going to say it's 72 over 120.
120.
And then what do we get?
72. We're having 3 over 5.
3 all over 5. 3 all over 5. Okay, I think it's clear, Mr.